on your computer, you can use this opportunity to change your password and be able to get back in. So to do that, we'll take a look on the web, log into Facebook, or just open it up if you're already logged in. Click on the drop down arrow in the top right and choose Settings. From here, open the Security and Login tab on the left and scroll down to change your password. Here, click on Edit, and you'll be able to enter your current password and then type in a new password, and then from there you'll obviously be able to just reset it, and you'll have a fresh password. Once you do that, you should be able to come up here in this where you're logged in. This will show you all of the current locations that your Facebook account is currently logged into. You should take a look at this and see if you don't recognize any of them. You can click on them and click on log out. It'll force you to log out there. You can come down here and click log out of all sessions, which will kick you out of everywhere except for where you're currently logged in. If you think that someone has broken into your account, this is probably a good idea because it forces all those places to jump off your account, and then they'll have to type in the new password that you just set to log back in. Just make sure you know that you can log into Facebook before you do this, because having a currently logged in session is one of the best ways to be able to get back into your account. Once you've done that, if that doesn't work or you don't have that option at all, the next option you have to recover your account is through Facebook's default recovery. So on the Facebook home page, when you try to log in, you'll see a forgot account option. Go ahead and click that. And right here, I've already typed in an email here. Let's see. Okay, so when you click on Forgot Account, it'll ask you to enter your phone or email address. So you can type in your email. We'll just make one up right now. And once you do that, it's going to ask you to, you can do a couple different options. You can have Facebook send you a code, which will send you a short code to your email, and then you can confirm that here. Doing so lets them know that's actually your account, and then it'll give you steps to reset it. And in this case, you can log into your Google account and potentially use that to reset your password. If possible, try to do this on a computer or a network that you've already used before. So you don't want to do this on a phone on an untrusted Wi-Fi network. It's best to do it on maybe like your laptop or your backup tablet or whatever, so that it's at least a network that Facebook knows you've logged into before, because these steps will differ based on what kind of network you're on. If you don't have access to the email that you initially used to log into Facebook, maybe you changed your email or you forgot that password or whatever, you can click no longer have access to these. And then from here, Facebook will ask you something different depending on what you've set up. So it may ask you for your current password that you can type to log in. If that doesn't work, you can try entering an old password. That may or may not work. If that doesn't work, Facebook may ask you to enter in some information about your trusted contacts. So this is something that you can set up in your Facebook options, where you can come in to, where we at Trusted Contacts, under Setting Up Extra Security in your account settings. You can choose people who you trust, and if you ever forget your Facebook information, Facebook will ask you to contact these people with a phone call or something, and then they'll give you a special code that you can use to reset your account. So that allows you to have friends that you trust help you to get back in if you forget your password for some reason. So essentially, when you use Facebook's reset feature here, if you can't log in with your current email, you'll have to use one of the backup recovery methods, but if you haven't set those up, you're not going to have a whole lot of luck there. The other method you can use is if you believe your account's been hacked, you can go to facebook.com/hacked, and this will take you to the Report Compromised Account page. When you click on this button, Facebook will walk you through a series of steps similar to what we did earlier. In the same way, it'll ask you to enter a password. You can enter a password that was an old password of yours, so this is still worth trying if you know maybe an old password but you forgot your new one, but you should also walk through this if you believe somebody broke into your account. And finally, if all of this doesn't work and you still have no other hope, the last thing that you can do is email security@facebookmail.com. That sounds a little strange, but that is the official email address, security@facebookmail.com. If you email that address, explain what happened, you lost access to your account, whatever it was, you forgot your email password, or you don't have any trusted contacts or whatever. Facebook may return your email and tell you how you can get back in. They may ask you to provide government ID, like a passport or driver's license. However, it's up to you if you want to send this stuff to Facebook in the first place. sending through email is not a secure method, and Facebook might not even contact you anyway. So there's really no guarantee, but that's kind of your last hope if you try everything else on the list and it doesn't work. If all that fails, you'll probably need to make a new Facebook account. If you don't have a recovery email, if you can't get into your current recovery email, if you don't have any trusted contacts and the compromised account link doesn't do anything for you, you'll probably have to make a new account. So just head to Facebook's homepage, sign up with a new account. You'll have to just let your friends know that your old account is locked out and they won't want to use it anymore. You do want to be careful because there are a lot of Facebook scams going around where somebody signs up and steals a person's profile picture and then pretends to be them and friends all their friends. So you want to make it clear that it's really you when you're making your new account and then sending friend requests to your old friends. To prevent this in the future, we do recommend that you take some time to set up all of your Facebook account security. You should set up two-factor authentication if you're not already doing that. If you're not familiar with this, basically two-factor authentication requires a code rather from your phone via an app or a text message. So when you log in with your password, that's not enough. You have to provide a code as well. And doing this makes it much harder for someone to break into your account. You should also get alerts about unrecognized logins so that if someone logs into your account from a browser that's far away or another country or something, you'll get an alert and you can review that so that if it's shady, you can block access to it. And always make sure that your account info, your phone number, your recovery email address, make sure that this is all set up, because if you've lost access to these emails, then you're going to have a hard time getting back into your account. It's easy to sometimes Facebook will ask you to double check this. It's easy to just blow by it and think you don't need to worry about it. But if you ever get locked out of your account, you're definitely going to want to have that again. Yeah, so that's basically it. So just in summary, try to log into, if you're still logged into a Facebook session somewhere, try to change your password from there and you'll have a fresh password. If not, you can walk through Facebook's recovery options and that they have built in and hopefully use your trusted contacts or a backup email. And then if all else fails, you'll have to contact Facebook and hope they respond to you. That's about it for this one. Again, we hope that these tips helped you. This is a topic we get asked about a lot, so do check out the linked article in the description for more information